Stomach ulcers, peptic ulcers, bloating, stomach discomforts, acid reflux. I am going to talk about this as part of diseases or conditions that are as a result of our lifestyle changes and dietary and nutrition problems. Now, what are the kind of foods that are making so many people currently to have this kind of stomach upset and problems? So these are I'm going to name, or the kind of foods that I'm going to name that you are supposed to avoid as much as possible. And if you have to take these foods, then you need to take them sparingly. So the first thing is fast foods. Fast foods are foods like ice creams, chips, and many other foods that are sold over the counters, sausages, blah blah blah. Why do we say of this? These foods, most of them contain too much cholesterol and fatty acids, which as a result increase acid reflux in the stomach. So the second type of setup is fruits. When you are taking fruits, you need to take sparingly because most of the fruits have acid. For example, lemon, oranges, pineapples, citrus. These kind of fruits have too much acid. A very huge percentage of acid that may increase the acid reflux in your body, causing stomach ulcers or even discomforts. So another set of thing is stimulant. When we talk about stimulant, we are talking about alcohol, smoking, cigarette smoking, too much coffee. This kind of stimulant make what we call increase in catecholamine production, which later cause increase in acid production in the stomach. So another set is drugs. Some of the medicine that we take over the counter, most of them cause acid production. Most of them are capsules, medicine, brufen, diclofenac, aspirin, APC, so many kind of this setup and what we call NSAIDs. Some of them, or most of them, actually cause an increase in acid production in the body or in the stomach. Another set is what we call bacteria. Now, when we talk of a bacteria, we talk of a very common bacteria called H. pylori, Helicobacter pylori. This is a major cause of PUD or peptic ulcer disease and hyperacidity and acid reflux. Another thing is staying long hours without eating. There are people who stay for long hours without eating, or even when they go to eat or they end up eating, they eat a very small amount of food. This is dangerous because you find these kind of foods, there may be more acid. In the stomach, there is an acid called hydrochloric acid. It may be more than the number of foods or the amount of foods that is in your stomach, leading to the acid burning your stomach lining. So if now, for example, you have this problem, discomforts, or this bloating, PUD, peptic ulcer disease, all these. Now, what are kind of foods that you can be eating that can help you to heal faster and also to avoid reflux or recurrence of these problems? The first thing is take probiotic related foods. These are foods like broccoli, blackberries, carrots, and many other. So you also need to have olive oil in your house. Always make sure you use olive oil in your everyday. Garlic is also another miraculous item that you should always make sure you eat every day. I already talked about garlic before. Garlic is very, very important. Another thing is cabbage. Always make sure at least you take cabbage in your dietary at least twice in a day. If it is possible, always have cabbage on your diet or on your meal item as part of it. Another thing is fiber foods. Fiber foods, you know them. Yogurt is also very important when it comes to acid regulation in the stomach. Vegetables, always make sure you take vegetables. We have pumpkins, we have cucumbers, we have so many vegetables that you need to have in your as items in your food. Fish, what we call white meat, eggs, they are also very good. So many types of these protein probiotic foods and protein inhibitors. So another thing is treatment with antibiotics. If you have this problem where you'll be given what we call H1 and H2 blockers, and also protein inhibitors, and many others that your doctor will explain to you. So today I wanted to talk about that. I'm sure someone now somewhere has some information and you are going to follow this. Thank you for watching my video. See you in the next episode.